solve their problem by answering it saying, well, he didn't die, but here's some funny anecdotes that we've heard people say while you're here. Here's the products that we have, because clearly you're a fan of Karl Malone. So you tap into the mindset of how you can solve their problems, whether it's direct or indirect. Direct is going to be, I need a school, but you need to move past that, because the broader audience isn't doing that because they're not aware that you have the solution to their problem. And so you have to educate them and bring them into the door.
I love it. And I'll just show you right now if you Google the schools, you can see we're the top.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all 5 stars. They're all we have more 5 stars than anybody else. It's interesting how we're branding it. If you Google, it'll pop up. Interesting. I like that. Yes. Give them if we created a page where it was to go to a private school, how do you understand how to pick a private school? What are the things you look for? What are the questions you want to ask? What's
the difference between a private school and a public school, a charter school and a public school? Do I have to wear uniforms? Just all those things that you take for granted, and you need to remove yourself from the position of awareness that you're in and put yourself in the position of starting from scratch. What are all the basic questions that you'd have?
You're amazing, bro. You're really good at this.
Thanks.
You're really good.
Thanks. I appreciate it. How much did you say your friends charge you? $10,000 a day?
Damon Burton. Congratulations, everybody. Go to his website. Check him out. Yeah, that's amazing. I really love it. Thank you for that.
One other thing that you can do and your listeners can do, kind of along the lines of Answer the Public, is simply go to Google. When you start typing in, is private school, is prep academy, and then whatever it fills in the blanks after that, that is what your consumers have historically searched. That is what Google's saying. We're trying to expedite this query for you, and based on what you've started to type, here's what most people want. And so that is your audience. So you can put yourself in the position of a consumer and just go to Google and type in the beginning of a query, and whatever it suggests is what a lot of other people have searched as well.
So how do I find that?
Just go to Google. Go to Google and start typing in a question. You're overthinking this. So go to Google, start typing in. We're doing it right now. Okay, go to Google. Okay, brings up the little search box.
Okay, I'm going to Google.
So in the search box, let's go are preparatory academy, preparatory schools. And then what shows up next? For me,
schools private.
Yeah. So are they private? So then you
I love it.
FAQ that defines the difference between prep schools and private schools, the charter schools, if there is any. Then for me, we might have slightly varying responses, but for me, the next one is, are preparatory schools worth it? So you write a blog post about the pros and cons of preparatory school. And I you'll notice I said and cons, because when you clearly communicate what your value propositions are and the potential downsides, then you've already answered their questions. You've proactively diffused any concerns, because if there are potential cons, and I don't mean a super negative, but there might just be something they got to consider. For me, it's okay, what's the pros and cons versus paid ads versus SEO? Well, really the only downside is it takes a long time. And then I explain why it takes a long time. Then I educate them. Then they become better consumers, and then they'll stick around longer. So it's the same thing. If you can proactively answer your customers' hesitations, you're probably going to hook them in more than scare them away.
Oh my gosh, bro. This is something I never thought about. You're a genius. So this is what you do for your clients then?
Yeah.
This is and then you build that whole process out, right? You build out their whole entire site to be able to support people finding what the need is and then solving the problem.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, we're 2-3 weeks into it just to map out the content strategy. So we spend a week digging into what are the potential targets, and then we spend a week digging into, okay, what are these things we're talking about right now? What are the questions and the content that we can create to answer, to tap in the mindset to support the keywords that we want to monetize. So there's a huge content play, and it's all about front loading those. Just like we talked about hiring the right people. We spend the time front loading the efforts to find the right talent, so it solves the problems later more seamlessly. It's the same thing with content. We spend a ton of time researching and front loading the efforts on the content, the keywords, the topics, the strategy, the competition, so that then we can just mass produce at quality scale later.
That's amazing, bro. Well, I can keep on you here for like 8 hours because I keep picking your brain and take more and more value.
We'll do round two later.
Yeah, I love it. I think that's a lot of value for people to easily go to Google for your business and ask the questions, see what is there, and solve the problem like on those things that are being asked. So I absolutely love that. I appreciate it. I'm actually just writing Brittany an email right now. And
I see you over there. Yeah, you're in motion.
I love it. Like this is like, I mean, it's a ton of value for me. I really appreciate you. Thank you. You guys, where can people find you? Where can they go check you out, see what you're up to?
So I'm most active on LinkedIn. I'm obviously on Facebook as well. If you want to go read about kind of entrepreneur stories that I post about, you can go to damonburton.com. And then, like you said, I wrote a book earlier about SEO. You can buy it on Amazon, or if you want a free PDF, you can get it at freeseobook.com.
I love it, brother. You guys, we'll have the link down below. Damon, thank you very much for your time, bro. I really appreciate you today.
Yeah, thanks, Daniel.
I'd love for you to give one last piece of advice, that they can go do to be able to add value to their life, to their business, whatever that is.
Stop listening to what other people say. So we're going to extend the parenting conversation where if you're a parent, just do whatever you know what's best for you. You know what's best for your kids. Same thing in business. I think I've made more progress in learning from what other people have done wrong than being told the 1, 2, 3 steps of how to do things right. I think there's a lot of value in tripping over yourself and learning things the hard way, because then you grow from it. So don't be hesitant about taking the long road, because it's going to make you a better person down the road.
Bro, I absolutely love it. You guys, do not listen to other people. Like, stay focused. Do what you need to do instead of going all over the place. Bro, I appreciate the before the whole entire podcast, the parenting advice. Absolutely love it.
Yeah, congrats.
Thank you for your time today. I appreciate you. I'd love to get together and take you out to dinner or lunch sometime. But have an amazing week.
Yeah, you too. Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate it.
You guys, Significance Breeds Success every single Tuesday. Bringing somebody that can add value to your life if you use it. So think about the value. If it makes sense for you, try it on. If not, throw it out. Don't listen to everybody, but do what works best for you. Go to danielpuder.com for more information. See you guys.